I'm doing something a little bit different with my review of Steven Universe Bismuth. This is the best episode of Steven Universe since Mirror Gem and Ocean Gem. So spoiler free, I'm going to say go see it. It is absolutely worth your time. Alright, spoilers start now. If you're still here, then you've probably seen the episode, and oh man, wasn't it awesome. I've been waiting for one like this for a long time. The episode starts with Steven accidentally unbubbling Bismuth in Lion's Mane. And unlike Lapis, Bismuth is calm, reasonable, and just a super awesome person. She was the blacksmith of the crystal gems, and after she gets acclimated to life on Earth, she takes Steven and the gang down to her forge. And then, later that night, she shows Steven a special weapon called the Breaking Point. This device focuses the force of its impact into a single spot, and this can shatter any gem.
Now that's the good right there.
Steven wouldn't agree with you, Sergeant. In fact, he vehemently opposes it. Then it's revealed that Bismuth tried to give Rose the breaking point. Rose also declined, and long story short, that's why Bismuth is in a bubble. And the episode ends with Steven defeating Bismuth with his mother's sword, bubbling her, and destroying the breaking point. This episode was absolutely fantastic. Let's start by looking at Bismuth. She's amazing. She starts off friendly and likable, and only later reveals how twisted she really is. And it's all really natural. What Bismuth wants isn't really unreasonable. The diamonds are horrible and capable of anything.
Why not fight back with the most effective means possible?
I also love the idea of the breaking point. I've been waiting to see a weapon like this on Steven Universe. Something specifically designed to shatter gems. It's just the kind of thing that should exist, you know? Alright, now let's look at the art design. I'm not in love with the design for Bismuth, but it does its job. It allows her to appear to be either friendly or threatening. The forge is also an awesome new location. It's very reminiscent of places like Erebor, with lots of lava and weapons everywhere. Finally, I dug the weapon upgrades that Bismuth gave Amethyst, Garnet, and Pearl. Alright, now let's talk comedy. As a dramatic episode, there's not a huge amount, but there are some nice little moments. Like Amethyst choking down a giant burrito pizza. That silly Bismuth pun was actually kind of funny.
The first time.
I love that there's a crystal gem called Biggs.
You're a nerd, Private.
And just seeing how Pearl and Garnet react to seeing Bismuth again was hilarious. Now for the fight between Bismuth and Steven. Now, the fight between Bismuth and Steven was actually really good. We see what Bismuth can do earlier on, when she was sparring with the crystal gems. So we know that when she turns on Steven, things are gonna get intense. Finally, this episode was very clever, with subtle lore drops and foreshadowing. There's a moment when the gang is watching a samurai movie, and Bismuth thinks that it's okay to use weapons of ultimate, if evil, power. Also, it's explained that Rose's sword is an auto-poof. And then Steven goes on to use it against Bismuth. Finally, we learned that Rose was one of the Court's warriors like Amethyst who was created on Earth. Alright, now let's break down the good and the bad in Steven Universe Bismuth. On the good side, Bismuth is a great fallen hero. Her forge is an interesting new location. The breaking point is a wicked weapon that could only exist in the world of Steven Universe. And it's all fun and exciting. On the downside, I can't really think of a thing, so I give Steven Universe Bismuth a 5 out of 5. Now, if you're interested in more reviews of anime, movies, TV shows, comic books, or video games, check out my channel on YouTube at StupidPrivate913, or find my Facebook and Deviantart pages for video updates and more. Thank you for watching.
Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.